Hi Libra, I love that you are here. And today we're going to look at April 12th, 2025, the full moon in Libra. It's in your sign. We're looking at Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising with specific messages for each. We'll look at numerology and astrology and the tarot cards, and we'll end the reading with advice for your sign. And in the description box, I have links to meditations for each of the tarot cards that I drew for you today. So Libra, let's start with numerology. And numerology today is 7, and 7 represents deep introspection, personal growth, and spiritual awakening. And so for Libra, this number encourages self-discovery, letting go of regret, and stepping into a new chapter. So an example, you might feel drawn to reflect on past mistakes or missed opportunities today. Maybe you're thinking about a relationship that didn't work out or a job you didn't take, but the energy of the day pushes you to stop dwelling on what's lost and start embracing new possibilities. So, let's look at astrology. For the full moon in Libra, the full moon is shining directly on you, amplifying themes of self-identity, personal growth, and relationships. So we're going to start with the sun, not the moon. So the sun is in Aries. That's your 7th house. That's about relationships and commitments and balance. And the sun is opposing the moon in your 1st house. And that highlights the push-pull between your independence and your partnerships. So you might realize that you've been prioritizing others too much, and you're neglecting your own happiness. Maybe you've compromised in a relationship to keep the peace, but now feel ready to stand up for yourself. So now the moon. And the moon is in the 1st house, Libra. It's self-identity and emotions and intuition. So the moon in your sign brings emotional clarity and self-awareness. So you might have a sudden realization about what truly makes you happy. Maybe you wake up with an urge to change everything significant in your life, like your appearance or your career or your relationship status. Mercury is in Aries, and that's your 7th house. So that's going to be honest conversations in relationships. So Mercury influences how you communicate with others. So expect bold conversations today. So you might have a heart-to-heart with your partner, a friend, or a family member, and that could clarify what you truly want in your relationships. Maybe you finally admit you're not happy in your current dynamic, or someone else opens up to you about their feelings. Let's look at Venus. Venus is in Pisces. That's your 6th house. That's self-care and routines and emotional health. So Venus, when it's here, it encourages deep self-care. So both physically and emotionally. So maybe you realize that you've been neglecting your well-being for the sake of work or of others. You might take a spa day. Maybe you could start journaling or simply decide to stop overworking yourself. And then we're going to look at Mars. Mars is in Pisces. That's your 6th house again. And that's about drive and work ethic and physical health. So Mars in Pisces can bring exhaustion if you've been overworking yourself. So you've been burning the candle at both ends. So today you might feel physically drained and in need of rest. You might also experience frustration with a work project or a daily routine that no longer serves you. So let's look at the tarot cards. And we're going to start with the 5 of Cups. Where's the camera? There you are. So the 5 of Cups talks about regret and grief and letting go of the past. If it suggests that you're focusing too much on what went wrong instead of what's still possible. So what went wrong? What's still possible? It's time to shift your perspective and see the opportunities in front of you. So, for example, you may be dwelling on a breakup or a lost friendship or a career disappointment. Maybe you didn't get the promotion you wanted. And you regret not taking a chance on something. So the full moon urges you to stop looking back and start moving forward. Acknowledge your feelings and don't stay stuck in the past. There are still blessings ahead. You just have to turn around over here and see them. Then we have the Fool. Where are the cameras? So the Fool is new beginnings and excitement and taking that leap of faith. So this is about fresh starts and new opportunities, embracing the unknown. It encourages leaving behind old fears and trusting the universe. So, for example, maybe you've been hesitant to try something new, like a new job or a new relationship, or even just a new mindset. So the Fool suggests that this is the perfect moment to take that leap. Maybe you finally sign up for that class or book that spontaneous trip, or you say yes to something you were afraid to do. So this is saying take a risk. This is the moment of growth, and it's time to embrace the adventure ahead. And then this lovely card. This is the 9 of Cups, and it's called the Wish card, and it's about wish fulfillment and joy and emotional satisfaction. So this is a sign that happiness and fulfillment are within reach and encourages self-love and gratitude and appreciating what you have. So, for example, maybe you realize that what you thought you lost wasn't meant for you. Perhaps a breakup leads to meeting someone better, or missing out on a job opportunity opens the door to something more fulfilling, something you really wanted. Because this is the Wish card. So maybe that okay job, you got to know, and now the new opportunity comes in, you're going, oh my gosh, yes, that's what I want. So the advice is celebrate your wins, big and small. Your happiness is within reach, but you have to believe you deserve it. Okay? Don't let this come into this. Okay, so let's talk about Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. We'll start with Libra Sun. That's your core identity and life path and ego. So as a Libra Sun, you are naturally harmonious and relationship-oriented and diplomatic. So this full moon in Libra occurs in your first house of self-identity and personal direction. So it's a powerful time of self-discovery and transformation and realizing how your relationships reflect your personal growth. A Libra Sun may have a moment of clarity about their personal needs in a relationship. They might recognize that they've been over-compromising and decide to reclaim their independence in a partnership or even a friendship. Alternatively, they could receive attention or recognition for their individuality, drawing admiration from others. So here's the key message. It's time to put yourself first. Own your identity and stop molding yourself to fit others and to fit their expectations. Libra Moon, this is emotional world. This is inner self. This is subconscious reactions. So the Libra Moon, emotionally driven by balance and fairness and connection. This full moon in your first house can bring emotional revelations about your self-worth and how you handle relationships. So a Libra Moon may suddenly feel exhausted from constantly maintaining peace in their relationships. Maybe they realize they've been bottling up emotions to avoid conflict. That's a problem for Libra. This could lead to a breakthrough moment where you express your true feelings, allowing for more honest and fulfilling connections. So here's the key message: honor your emotions. Your needs and desires deserve to be heard just as much as everyone else's. Libra rising, that's about first impressions and external world and personal drive. So as a Libra rising, you present yourself as charming and graceful and relationship-oriented. The full moon in your first house highlights how others perceive you and how you present yourself to the world. So, a Libra rising might make a major decision about their appearance or their personal branding. This could be a change in style, or a bold new way of expressing themselves, or even stepping into a leadership role where they need to be more assertive. So here's the key message: you are stepping into a new version of yourself. Embrace it fully and confidently. So here's the summary and what this day means for you, Libra. On April 12th, 2025, it's a turning point. The full moon in your sign urges you to release regrets, take a bold leap, and embrace joy. So the Five of Cups, it says, let go of the past. What's meant for you is still ahead. And the Fool is saying, it's a fresh start awaits. Step into the unknown. And the Nine of Cups says, happiness is within reach. Embrace it fully. So here's the real life takeaway. Release your regrets. Your past does not define you. Take a risk on something new. It could lead to unexpected joy. Focus on what brings you happiness. This is a day of emotional fulfillment. So, Libra, this is your advice for the day. This is your moment of rebirth. Step forward with confidence. Release any lingering sadness and trust that life is about to surprise you in the best way possible. Your wishes are closer than you think. I love this reading for you, Libra, and I love that you chose this reading. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in another reading.